Welcome to 24. On October 2nd, 2024, the Middle East was plunged into chaos as Iran launched a barrage of missiles towards Israel. This attack, unprecedented in its scale and ferocity, marked a dangerous escalation in the long-standing conflict between the two nations. Early reports indicated significant damage to Israeli military installations and civilian infrastructure. The suddenness and intensity of the attack sent shockwaves through the region and beyond. Casualty figures remained unclear in the immediate aftermath, but the human toll of the attack was evident. Images of destruction and desperate pleas for help flooded social media, painting a grim picture of the situation on the ground. The international community watched with bated breath, fearing a swift and devastating retaliation from Israel. Israel wasted no time in responding to the Iranian missile attacks. Within hours, Israeli fighter jets were reportedly in the air, targeting locations associated with Iran's military and its proxies in Syria and Lebanon. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, visibly shaken but resolute, addressed the nation, vowing an unwavering response to the aggression. "Israel will not hesitate to defend itself," Netanyahu declared, his voice echoing with determination. "We will strike back with all our might against those who seek to harm our citizens." His words, delivered with a somber tone, left no doubt that Israel was prepared to escalate the conflict further. The international community reacted with a mixture of condemnation and concern to the escalating violence between Iran and Israel. The United Nations Security Council convened an emergency meeting, with world leaders calling for restraint and a de-escalation of hostilities. The United States, a staunch ally of Israel, pledged its unwavering support. The United States condemns in the strongest possible terms the unprovoked attacks by Iran, declared the US President. "We stand firmly with our ally Israel and will provide whatever support is necessary to ensure its security." The European Union, while echoing calls for calm, also expressed deep concern over Iran's actions. A region on edge, the risk of wider conflict. The sudden eruption of violence between Iran and Israel sent shockwaves through the already volatile Middle East. Neighboring countries watched with apprehension, fearing the potential for the conflict to spill across their borders. The involvement of Hezbollah, Iran's powerful proxy in Lebanon, added another layer of complexity and danger to the situation. The possibility of a regional conflagration, drawing in multiple actors with competing interests and alliances, became a very real concern. Analysts warned of the potential for miscalculation and unintended consequences, highlighting the delicate balance of power in the region. The situation remained highly fluid and unpredictable, with the potential for further escalation looming large. Decades of enmity, the roots of the conflict. The recent escalation of violence between Iran and Israel is the latest chapter in a long and bitter rivalry. The two nations have been locked in a shadow war for decades, fueled by ideological differences, geopolitical ambitions, and a deep-seated mistrust. Iran's nuclear program, which Israel views as an existential threat, has been a particularly contentious issue. Proxy conflicts, cyber attacks, and targeted assassinations have become grim hallmarks of this undeclared war. The recent attacks, however, represent a significant escalation, raising fears of a direct and potentially catastrophic conflict between the two regional powers. A fragile peace calls for calm and restraint. As the dust settled from the initial exchanges, the international community grappled with the enormity of the crisis. Calls for calm and restraint came from all corners of the globe, urging both sides to step back from the brink of a wider war. Diplomatic channels, though strained, remained open, offering a glimmer of hope for a peaceful resolution. The path to de-escalation, however, remained fraught with obstacles. Mistrust ran deep, and both sides seemed determined to extract a heavy price for the other's aggression. The coming days and weeks would prove critical in determining whether the region would spiral further into violence or find a way back from the precipice of war. As per religious scriptures and sacred texts, sharing is caring, sharing is connecting, sharing is blessing. If you like this video, please subscribe and share with your loved ones.